Your new appliances are rated Energy Star. You replaced all your light bulbs with compact fluorescents or LEDs, and you turn them off when you leave the room. Congratulations, you're doing your part to conserve. But the truth is, you're probably still wasting electricity. The DEP's Sarah Alford joins us now. And Sarah, these are things that waste energy even when they're turned off.
That's right, Kathy. They're called vampires. But don't worry, you don't need garlic, silver bullets, or a sharpened stake to get rid of them. You'll find them in every room in your house. The problem is called phantom load, electronic devices that continue to use small amounts of power when they're turned off. The average home has about 25 of these little bloodsuckers. Probably the most common offender is this, your cell phone charger. You unplug your phone when you leave your house every day, but as long as your charger is still plugged into the wall, it's still drawing power, even though your phone is not charging. But that's not the biggest vampire in your house. Computers and all the various devices like printers and routers and external hard drives all consume power even when they're in standby. Cable boxes, TVs, and sound systems are another source. Basically, any device that has a clock or remote control is drawing a small amount of power all the time. The easiest way to reduce vampire power loss is to use a power strip and turn the power off when you're not using it. If you're forgetful or your power strip isn't in an easily accessible place, you can connect a simple electronic timer to, for example, turn your phone chargers on in the evening when you usually need to charge them and turn them off again in the morning after you leave for work. Some devices allow you to adjust the amount of standby power they consume. This Nintendo Wii, for example, can go from 18 to 8 to just 1 watt of standby power just by changing the settings. You can't get rid of every source of vampire power in your house, but cutting the things you can could add up to a noticeable savings on your electric bill. Experts say the bottom line when you're vampire hunting is just use common sense. Don't bother cutting the power to things that require a lot of reprogramming. In Charleston, I'm Sarah Alford for Environment Matters.
Thanks, Sarah. It's estimated that between 5 and 25% of your total electrical use comes from this phantom load. Energy efficiency is just one of the dozens of topics on the agenda at this year's Building Conference and Expo in Morgantown. The conference is set for January 31st through February 2nd at the Waterfront Place in Morgantown. The conference features workshops and seminars along with nationally recognized experts in the field of sustainable building.
That's the biggest takeaway for this conference. Anyone who actually cares about the performance of their building can come and connect with people who are no nonsense, super practical, and have street cred in making things happen, making things better.
We've posted a link to the conference on our website, dep.wv.gov. Just look for it in the Spotlight section at the bottom of the page. They're this year's best and brightest when it comes to their efforts to clean up and beautify their respective communities. The DEP's Make It Shine program recently handed out its 2012 Clean Community Awards to New Cumberland in Hancock County, Camden-on-Gauley in Webster County, Odd in Raleigh County, and the village of Beach Bottom in Brooke County. If that last name sounds familiar, it's because Beach Bottom is a repeat winner from last year, and also this year's grand prize winner. The village will receive a check from the DEP for $500 to apply toward additional cleanup and beautification projects. This is Beach Bottom's 4th consecutive Clean Community Award. Clean Community Award applicants are judged on several categories, including recycling and youth participation. But that wasn't the only big winner.
We have 55 counties, obviously, in the state of West Virginia, and this is not an award we take lightly. We sit down and discuss, obviously, several different areas, and we look at one main factor, characteristics, and that's effort. And without a doubt, this award goes to this county due to the effort that they put in.
The Make It Shine program also honored the Putnam County Solid Waste Authority with a Clean County Award. Putnam County was recognized for its outstanding efforts at promoting environmental stewardship through its education, law enforcement, and cleanup efforts.
We're very honored to get the award, but it was definitely a surprise.
In addition to the award, The Putnam County Solid Waste Authority received a $2,000 check to help with future cleanups and other projects. Finally, if you're looking for a place to dispose of your live Christmas tree after the holidays are over, you can drop it off at the Capitol Market in Charleston, Saturday, January 5th. The DEP, along with the West Virginia Division of Natural Resources, are teaming up to recycle your tree. But if you think it's headed to the wood chipper, you'd be wrong. The DNR actually uses the trees to create fish habitats in lakes all across West Virginia. So instead of finding presents under the tree, this summer you might just find a largemouth bass. We leave you now along the Kanawha River near Bancroft as the early morning fog slowly lifts. On behalf of all of us here at the West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.